first impressions, get ready with me on the ColourPop and Tinkerbell collection. I'm super excited to try out all of these products. I have the Sprinkle a Little Magic eyeshadow palette. I have one of the Super Chalk Cheek blushes and the highlighter that comes in the collection. I have one of the eyeliners, and I have the one of the glossy lip stains. So I'm really excited to try everything out. I haven't been able to touch anything since it came. I've just swatched everything, but I haven't used any of it on my face yet. So I'm super excited to dive in. So let's of course start out with the eyeshadow palette. I already primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer and the ColourPop Dewdrop lip oil on my lips, and I just set my eyes with the Dior Backstage powder. So before I jump into my look, I just wanted to say that this video is going to be a collab with my two dear friends here on YouTube, The Brutally Honest Beauty and Adventures of Xinia. Now, I will leave their channels linked below. If you guys want to check out their looks, please click the links below and go show them some love, subscribe, and let's jump into this look. I will talk more about them as I'm doing my eyes and everything. It's just because I have to get ready for work, so I just want to jump into the palette. So this is what the palette looks like on the outside. Such gorgeous packaging. And then when you open it up, this is what the palette looks like. It is one of the 9 pans from ColourPop, and these are the bigger pans. Look how gorgeous this palette is. I mean, it's so pretty. So I'm probably going to do a bit of a green look today. I'm super excited to dive into the greens today. So that's what we are going to use. I'm not sure which one I want to use on my lid yet, but I know which mattes I want to use. So I'm going to start with this shade called Big Magic, and I'm going to throw that one in my crease. So, if you guys don't know who the Brutally Honest Beauty is, you guys know that she is my dear friend here on YouTube who I collaborated with every month on a birthstone look with the So Jaded palette. And we did do a couple of other collabs as well. We did like a Thanksgiving look where we had to spell out Thanksgiving, and that's how we had to apply our makeup. Wow, that blends out really easily. That's really nice. I feel like it does not take much work to build this up already. That's pretty nice. I always notice that they step up the quality more with the Disney palettes, like the Disney collabs. Not like the Lizzie McGuire palette, but like the actual Disney collabs. They always make the formulas better. So anyway, and Riri really wanted this palette. She posted it on her stories on Instagram that she really wanted the palette. So, oh Jesus, I'm getting so sick of these Labor Day promos. I think I'm actually getting something important when it's not. So anyway, since our collab had ended and me and Xinia actually both saw that Riri posted that she really wanted the palette. So me and Xinia were both talking that we wanted to get the palette for Riri. But Xinia ended up beating me to it and sent her money for it so she could get the palette, because she is moving, so she doesn't have that much disposable income to spend on makeup right now. So me and Xinia both wanted to get her the palette. So she sent her the palette, which was so sweet, or sent her money for it. So I just thought that was so sweet of her. And then I'm going to use the shade Sleep, this gorgeous vibrant green. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I don't think I have a color like this from ColourPop. Like, not these type of green tones. And I'm going to put that in my defining area. That's really pretty too. I might bring it a little bit higher just to blow out the green a little bit. And then, of course, Xinia is a dear friend that I met through Debbie and Riri. She is extremely close with Debbie and Riri, and me and Xinia have been talking for the past month or so, and she actually messaged me a couple weeks back asking me to do a collab for her on another ColourPop launch. So we just ended up talking about the Tinkerbell collection and everything, and we were talking about how we wanted to send the palette to Riri, and they both crack me up. Xinia and Riri, they are friggin' hilarious, and I just can't. I can't just sit down and do something. I have to be like, can anybody just not need me for a half hour? Like, I'm literally about to tear my friggin' hair out. I can't have a half hour of peace to myself, ever. I always have to be doing something for somebody, taking care of something, and I'm just like, I don't want to. I want to get ready for work. So anyway, I love both of them. Please go check both of them out. They are both amazing, and I'm sure that their looks are going to be gorgeous. So now let's get back into the look and everything. So far, those are blending beautifully. I'm actually really impressed with the formula of this one. I think that they're really buttery pigmented mattes, and I'm really digging this. So, okay, and then for the outer corners, we're going to use this dark deepening green, which is called Awake. Oh, she pretty. So like a gorgeous deep forest green. And I'm going to put that on the outer corners. Oh my god, I'm getting really stressed out right now. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. That is gorgeous. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply that on the other eye. I think I'm going to use the Tank shade on my lid. That one's kind of calling my name. There's a lot of stuff going on. I might potentially be starting a new job in a couple of weeks. I have an interview, I think, on Monday. And I also have a bunch of other stuff going on, so I'll update you guys in a minute. I'm just going to apply some glitter glue to my lid. Okay, and then for my lid shade, like I said, excuse me, Jesus, oh my god. Friggin' dust sometimes. I'm going to go into the shade Tank right here. Oh, that is so pretty. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on. Oh my god, like all the glitter glue got in my crease area. So that's great. I just get so annoyed sometimes. I get anxious when I'm filming sometimes because, like, I don't know if someone's going to need me again in 10 minutes. That is gorgeous, though. Wow. That's such a pretty green. Look at that. Yes. I don't do green or blue looks very often, but I love green looks, and I never get the opportunity to wear green that often, and when I actually wear it, I just love how it looks. Alright, so I'm going to finish applying that off camera. It looks way more vibrant on camera, actually. I mean, it looks vibrant in person, but it definitely looks better on camera. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base, but I wanted to do my concealer on camera for you guys because I actually am using a new concealer. This is the new Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I have been waiting like so long for Anastasia to release a concealer, so I had to pick this up because if you guys have watched my channel for a while, my favorite foundation is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. Today I used the Soul Body Foundation from Colourpop because I love this foundation. And I'm just going to use this concealer with it, but I wanted to show you guys how it applied on camera. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. And it's a really nice, like, it's like medium to full coverage, but it blends out really nicely and it feels pretty weightless. That's why I like it a lot. I mean, this is only the second time I'm using it. I used it for the first time yesterday and I like it so far. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out underneath my eyes. It kind of reminds me of the formula of the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. It's very similar to that. It's a bit more matte than the L'Oreal concealer, but they both have very similar formulas. So if you guys like weren't really a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills, or if you don't want to spend $30 on a concealer, I actually got this concealer with a good promo from Ulta. It was if you spent $50 on an order, you got $15 off. So basically, the only thing that I did pay for was the concealer because I got a few extra things. And since this concealer is like $30 and I spent like $60 for the order, I got $15 off. So I thought that was pretty good. I'm just going to finish blending that out. And then I'm just going to set everything. I just wanted to show you guys how it blended out. And I'm in the shade 1, of course, the lightest shade. So now we're going to jump back into the palette. And I'm going to use the shade Pixie Dust on my inner corners. For my face, I used the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, of course, and then my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and then the Soul Body Foundation in the shade Fair 2, which is the lightest shade they have available. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the palette. I don't think I'm going to use anything on the lower lash line except for the eyeliner because I do want to use the eyeliner there. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Pixie Dust. It's such a gorgeous, like, goldish green. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that right here. Oh my god, I'm about to get annoyed. Really? There is hair everywhere. Oh my god. Why is there always hair everywhere? The shade is very flaky, so just be a little careful applying it because I am getting specks everywhere. But it is gorgeous on the inner corners. I'm just letting you know it does scrape up from the pan very easily, but it is stunning, so that I don't really mind that as long as it's pigmented. Okay, so now we're going to use the eyeliner I got, which is called Lost Girl, which is like more of like the brownish metallic shade. And I'm going to apply that on my waterline. I'm not really the biggest fan of the cream gel pencils from ColourPop. I like the push-up liners more because this doesn't seem to be very pigmented. I like their metallic cream gel liners more than the pencils, so I don't know why for the Disney collabs they always make it the pencil because they never really show up. And I'm getting like glitter particles on my waterline, which I'm kind of not a fan of. Alright, it's not really doing that much. So I don't know if I love this. Okay, and then I also have a new mascara to try. I just ordered this from Sephora, and this is the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara. Rare Beauty just came out with a mascara a couple of days ago, and I was really intrigued to try it, so I went ahead and ordered it on Sephora. I think it hit stores today, but I ordered it a couple of days before just to make sure that I had it. So I'm going to try it out. I went ahead and primed my eyes already. Ooh, that's nice. It's very lengthening. I feel like my lashes have been very thin lately. I might just need to get a new lash primer because I think mine is getting old. But this is really nice and lengthening. It's not clumping at all. Oh, wow. That's nice. That is very lengthening. I like that a lot. That's nice so far. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer. I'm going to use my new Christian Dior Forever Natural Bronze Tan Bronze bronzer in the shade Tan Bronze, I mean. And this is actually really nice and very buildable and soft on the skin, so I have been loving it. I just don't think I've used it in a video yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it today. But this has pretty much been my go-to bronzer for work. I've used it a few times, and I really like it. It's a little bit lighter than the Gucci. The Gucci is still, it's a pretty similar shade for the Gucci one. They're very similar in shades, but the Gucci is a little bit more pigmented than the Christian Dior one. The Christian Dior one's very soft, but I like it a lot. Okay, I'm just reblending some of my eyeshadow. Okay, now we're gonna go into the Super Shock blush that I got, if I could speak, in the shade Magic Moon, and we're gonna go ahead and use that. So for Super Shock blushes, you don't always have to use a regular brush, like a stippled brush for it, I mean. You can just use a regular brush and they pick up pretty easily. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that. But they go on pretty easily with a regular brush because they're kind of like a cream to powder hybrid. I don't remember the last time I had a Super Shock blush since like the Candyland collection that they came out with, and this is a very similar shade to the shade that I got from that collection. I think it's pretty funny. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love their Super Shock blushes. They're always beautiful. That is super pretty. Went on amazingly. Didn't really think otherwise. And then for the highlight, I'm going to use the Happy Thoughts highlighter that also comes in the collection. So excited to try this too. Let me see how this applies with a brush first, but I'm probably just going to use my fingertips. But the Super Shock cheeks pick up pretty well with a brush as well. But I usually end up just using my fingers, yeah. Let's just use my fingers. Oh, so pretty. That's a gorgeous shade. Ooh, I like that a lot. Oh, I gotta blend it out a little bit on my nose. That's kind of a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on my... God, I really need to hurry up. It's amazing how I set aside 40 minutes to film and I'm still going to be late to work. So that's stunning. I love that. Okay, and now let's just go in with the lips. So we're going to use the ColourPop Glossy Lip Stain in the shade Clap If You Believe. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that. It has adorable little Tinkerbell packaging. And I'm just going to apply it without a lip liner because that's what I've been doing lately. Oh my God. Are we done yet? Like, sorry, I thought I stopped recording. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I have to go to work, so we'll wrap up all of my thoughts about what I thought later, but I'm pretty much in love with everything, and I love this look, so I'll talk to you guys later. Hey there, guys. So for some reason, I never wrapped up my final thoughts of everything the day that I filmed with everything from the Tinkerbell collection, so I know that this is a different day, and I don't have any makeup on, but I figured I would film my final thoughts and an outro for you guys, because I forgot to do that when I came home from work that night. I think I was just tired and just took my makeup off and just forgot. I'm really surprised, though, because I usually don't do that when I do, like, a first impressions on anything. So, anyway, I mean, I think you guys could guess that I love the palette. I think it's beautiful. Packaging, everything, gorgeous. I think that this is their most well thought out Disney collab this year. I liked the Lizzie one, and the Bambi one was beautiful packaging, just so overpriced. This one was the only one I thought that they really just did a beautiful job with everything in the collection. And then the Hocus Pocus collection came out, and I was like, you just came out with this killer collection, and then you're coming out with this, like, kids makeup collection. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're talking about the Tinkerbell collection. But yeah, seriously, this palette is gorgeous. I really love the shades in here. I just kind of wish, I mean, I love these metallics a lot. I think the metallics are where this palette shines. I just kind of wish that there was one other deepening shade in this palette, like maybe like even a lighter green, rather than like this super light neutral shade, because this one is like the only one that doesn't really show up super pigmented in the crease. Like, this is even light for me, but all the other shades I feel like will work really well on a lot of different skin tones, because all these shades are really nice and dark, especially like this bottom half of the palette, like these three shades and then these three shades with the two mattes here. I think they'll create beautiful green looks on any skin tones. The only thing that I don't love about the shimmers is that they do flake a lot when you pick them up, so just keep that in mind, especially the shade Pixie Dust and Small Fairy. They do flake quite a bit when you scrape up your brush from the pan. I have been noticing that with some of the palettes that have come out this year from ColourPop, like the Malibu Barbie palette and this one, but not the Powerpuff Girls one, so just keep that in mind. But overall, it's gorgeous. I think that these metallics are beautiful. Again, I think that that's where the palette really shines, is the metallics, so yeah. But I think that this palette was really, really pretty, so. Is it my absolute favorite Disney palette that they've come out with? No, but I think it's a really, really nice palette. The only thing that I was really disappointed in was the Tinkerbell, what are these called? Cream gel pencil in the shade Lost Girl. I don't really love this pencil formula from ColourPop. I prefer their, push-up liners that they have. If they do like any, and I also prefer the metallic finishes in the metallic liners in the push-up liners too, not in the pencils. I find I have some difficulty with the pencils that came out in the Bambi collection as well. They're not really that pigmented on the waterline. This one, after I built it up when I got home, it actually worked better. Maybe I just deleted that clip because I remember reapplying this when I got home. So I thought that I had recorded my thoughts, but then I can't find the clip. So this was the only thing I wasn't really that thrilled about. So I wouldn't recommend that. But if you guys are wanting to pick up quite a few pieces, then I would say go for it if you like those kind of pencil liners rather than the push-up ones. But I prefer the push-up ones, even though those are more pointy, they do have much more pigment to them. And then, of course, the Super Shock cheeks, the blush, and the highlighter. I love this formula from ColourPop. I've loved these for a long time. I'm actually really happy that they decided to come out with oh my god, I can never say that. Super Shock cheek products for this collection. I don't even remember the last time they came out with these cheek products like in the Super Shock formula for a Disney collection. They definitely didn't do it this year with the Lizzie McGuire or the Bambi, so I was really happy to see these. This blush is gorgeous. I've worn it quite a few times now, and it's beautiful on the skin. And then the highlighter is so blinding and pretty. I mean, these Super Shock highlighters are always blinding and gorgeous. And then, of course, you guys knew I was already going to love the glossy lip stain in the shade Clap If You Believe. The blush is called Magic Moon, and the highlighter is called Happy Thoughts, but I did use them earlier in the video, so you guys will know what they're called, obviously. But I love this formula. I love the packaging. I love everything. The packaging is just 10 out of 10 amazing. Let me not drop it. 10 out of 10 amazing for this collection. I mean, everything is just beautiful. Love it. And I think it's adorable with the Pixie, with Tinkerbell on the packaging. I said Pixie because it reminds me of Pixie Beauty because of the green cap. This really does give me Pixie Beauty vibes. So, but I love the glossy lip stain formula. So I would say if you love anything, if you want anything in this collection, I would highly recommend everything except for the liner. So yeah, that is all my thoughts on the collection. Let me know what you guys decided to pick up from this collection. I would love to know. And again, please go check out Riri and Xinia's channels, my dear friends, and check out their videos and go subscribe to them. They are both amazing, and I cannot wait to see their looks because I have not seen their looks yet, so I'm really excited. And yeah, I love you guys, so please like and subscribe. Actually, I've seen Riri's look on one of her videos that she posted. I haven't watched that one yet, but I'm actually in the middle of watching one of Xinia's videos right now. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle at CBW819 to see if you're interested in buying any makeup. Let me know. I love you guys. Bye.